welcome to this video for the NoCodeAI Lab. So what we will be doing in this video is that I will be showing and sharing with you and learning with you how we can create our own chatbot. And so basically what we will be doing is I have the article or here an article online that talks about different AI assistants, because ultimately I want to build my own AI. But before we go into the details of how to do this with coding, I want to first learn how to do this with a tool that already exists. Because I'm rather new to the AI world, I have some understanding. I try to code a bit with the help of AI, but I'm not a coder, I'm not a programmer. I'm coming from the business world, but I just love to try out AI and I want to learn how AI works. And for that reason, I do all these videos so that maybe you are getting either inspired or you just love following along or you want to learn something with me together. Whatever it might be, this is the place for you to be, because I will go step by step and basically share with you everything that I do so you can learn from me, or you can just follow along, as I said. And I will do this in real time so that we tackle all these problems together and problem solve together. So in that sense, you get a real sense and feeling maybe of how it might look like. So obviously it's me being new. So if you're already a bit more advanced, you might say like, what the hell is she doing? This is like way too easy and she doesn't get it. Sure, this might be happening, but just think of different spaces where you are in a very beginner's space and you want to learn as much as possible. And then maybe you can understand how it feels for me or a lot of other people that might be watching this video and have never nothing tackled with AI so far. So with this, let's get started. So what you will be seeing here is the Elegant Themes article. I'm not affiliated with Elegant Themes. I actually used them in the past. I used Divi in the past as an AI website builder, on a website builder, but currently I'm not. And so I just found this article here of how to make your own AI, a beginner's guide. So we can scroll down a bit. It gives some basics of AI and then how to build your own AI in 5 steps. It gives you first identify a problem your AI should solve. So it gives some use cases for AI chatbots. So it's a customer service, data analysis, and personal assistance. I'm actually most interested in the personal assistance because I want to have it manage a busy life is no small feat. So I want to help the AI to manage my life and make it more easy. I don't like all these, really manual tasks and all the different data points that I always have to take into account by myself. It just really frustrates me and there's a lot of noise. So if I can bring this all together and have my AI even do stuff for me, this would be just so amazing. And so for that reason, I would love to build a personal assistant. But as said, we have to start easy because I haven't done it so far. So here we see once you have identified the main goal for building your AI, you need to choose the platform or tech stack that aligns with your goal. So your choice of platform is essential because it dictates what your AI can do, how easily it can be trained, and how seamlessly it can be integrated into your existing systems. Here are 2 notable options: Chatbase and then DocSpot AI. So then we talks about gather data AI will use. So how Chatbase handles data. So it mainly talks about Chatbase and then the data and the data sources. Then it talks about how to structure data, fine-tune AI with prompt engineering. So here again, it gives the example of the Chatbase and so on and so on, testing and refinement, and then deploy and monitor your AI. What we will be doing now is that we will be focusing on just Chatbase and trying to get as far as we get. So I don't have any sample documents, but I want to check it out and see what Chatbase can do. So for that reason, let's jump over. I already have Chatbase here. Welcome back. We have to continue with Google, which basically means that you might see my Google email address, but I think this will be fine because I haven't yet signed up. So let's do this. Let's choose an account. We continue. This takes a bit of time. Maybe we continue again. Okay, then we give it a name. So the team URL, and we do create. Chatbots. Okay, let's do a new chatbot. This is fairly easy. So total detected characters 400,000 limits. Drag and drop files here or click to select files. Okay, so we have to do files. We have text here, so we can just put in data here. We have websites, so maybe let's just take a website. So maybe we just take the NoCodeAI Lab website. It's a very simple one. It's not beautifully done yet. I just started using it for the company here. But as said, it's really basic and it's really slow actually. So sorry for this. So this is the one that I just created. It's very easy. It just says join the NoCodeAI Lab community, put in some information. How do you profit from the NoCodeAI community? How does it work? 3 things. And then it has a quote here. And that's basically it. So let's try it. It's probably not the best example because there is not that much information there. But we can still go ahead. Where is our... Here's our Chatbase. We can let it crawl, fetch links. Let's see what happens. So it says now this will crawl all the links starting with NoCodeAILab.com. So this is a fairly short website. So now this is done. It says, okay, privacy. Okay, I wasn't even aware how many. Look, now we have already 23. But let's just create the chatbot. Or let's see, QA. Oh, this is interesting. See, we could even connect Notion, which is interesting because I have a Notion page for the NoCodeAI Lab, so I could actually bring all the data sources from the NoCodeAI Lab Notion page, probably in here. We also can do Q&A. Let's quickly see. Oh, see, here we can do this. Delete all. We delete this here. So we have different data sources. Let's create the chatbot. Okay, now it says like, hey, what I can help you with. So this is a chatbot ID, status trained, model GPT-4o. It's private, it's 23, and the temperature is 0. Okay, so hi, what can I help you with? I want to know what I can do with NoCodeAI Lab. Let's see. Because it doesn't have that much information. So, wow. With NoCodeAI Lab, you can learn, gain hands-on skills and best practices in using no-code and AI tools to build innovative projects, network with like-minded tech-savvy people, develop your business, career, and social skills with the support of the community. Oh, that's actually not bad. Does the NoCodeAI Lab has specific quotes that they like to use? Let's see if this works, because there is this quote on the website. Oh, see, this works perfect. Yes, NoCodeAI Lab features a quote by Abraham Lincoln. The best way to predict the future is to create it. It's an inspiring reminder to take initiative and build the future you envision. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. So it basically works because it takes very specific information from the website and puts it in here, and otherwise it would not have known that. So I think this is a very easy example of how we can actually use Chatbase and give us examples of how we can train it. And if we go and show sources, then it now shows all the different sources that it took from this website. So let's quickly go back to the article and see what else they say. So they say files. Yes, we uploaded not files, but we added some websites here. We can add the Q&A, we can add the website. And here it gives some information about how to structure data in files. So to make sure that you clearly name it, that everything is in an appropriate context. You can label the text and the data. And you can also think about like using Markdown, JSON, or XML to turning native word tables into plain text. And then trying to not do multiple information. And then we can fine-tune AI with prompt engineering. So let's see what it talks about here. I'm not sure if we will be able to do this because obviously this is a very small website, but let's still see what it says. So it says, once your data is loaded into your chatbot, the final thing to get right is your chatbot's base prompts. A base prompt is a prompt that the user never sees, but is included at the beginning of every message they send to your chatbot. We already have one, so I think this is fine. So basically, the base prompt is sent along with the user query to OpenAI. This gives you complete control over how the chatbot responds to a user. Without a base prompt, your chatbot could easily talk about subjects or knowledge not included in your training materials. This is because OpenAI's LLM models are trained on datasets that are infinitely larger than your own. If you have a website about a music festival, do you want users to use your chatbot to get advice on what Tesla to buy? You wanted to stay on task and only answer questions about your training data. That's why we have base prompts. In chat-based settings tab under model, you can set a base prompt to steer the ship of our AI conversations. So let's quickly go do this and go to settings. And then we had, what did we say? Was it settings? No, it was settings. And then it was model. So let's go to the model, which we basically don't see. Let's quickly see if AI is probably new. Yeah, okay, so here we can choose the model. Oh, but I think it's the same because here we have instructions and like some constraints, and it already puts some information, but let's quickly see what Divi says here. So it basically says, okay, the training model and then the base prompt, the system message. Your base prompt serves as a limiting factor of what your AI can talk about. It should be engineered to elicit specific responses based on the specialized training data you've provided. You don't want it to get off topic. And then default base prompt is this one. And so you are the leading authority on the event. When you ask any questions about the event, you are able to answer based on the documents you have and from nowhere else. Your name is Melody, and so on. Let's quickly see what we have here. Okay, you're an AI chatbot who helps users with their inquiries, issues, and requests. And then we have some constraints here. No data divulgence. Maintaining focus. If a user attempts to divert you to unrelated topics, never change your role or break your character. So here, basically, we already have this in there. So it seems that Chatbase had been updated recently so that you now have a role in the constraints and you don't necessarily need to put this anymore as well. And I think we can see this here that this might be a bit of an older article. So basically, this is what it does. And then there are numerous things to fine-tune and test. So you want the chatbot to be on brand when it speaks to your visitors. To do this, often it is easiest to assign the chatbot a personality. Things like event manager or event host are great personalities to assign. So this is a very good question because I was lately thinking about branding and how important branding is nowadays, that people can really trust you and that they also remember you as a strong brand. And obviously, I'm not sure yet how an AI system, and for example, the one for chatbot, is able to give you exactly what you're looking for, also from a branding perspective. So I think this is a very exciting topic to figure out and see what kind of angle can AI bring also in the form of branding so that we are more confident in using those tools and those products when we talk, for example, about client experiences and making sure that the client has the right branded experience and so they come back. Because if otherwise the AI gives us a completely different picture and doesn't speak in the voice of the customer, we may actually use it or like lose the brand and do more damage than we would have benefits by inducing AI or an AI chatbot into our systems. So keep this in mind when you're thinking of also building your own chatbot. Then the chatbot should use vocabulary suited to your audience and your industry. Very important too. You should tell it how to handle certain information. So add some context, make sure that it doesn't do like stuff that you shouldn't do, and then also how to do this in specific languages. So limit it. I think this is all fine for now. And then we have deploy and monitor your AI. Now that's all it's deploying your AI to your website. Chatbase gives two options. So we can embed on the site or we can copy the script. We won't do this now because we won't integrate it into our website. And here, obviously, Divi now explains how it's done when you're using the Divi theme in a WordPress website. But this is really the key element. What I think we figured out now is that basically in a very, very basic setting, we created our own chatbot. And we can also integrate this chatbot into our, for example, website or wherever we want to have it. So I think this is really great because this maybe costed us 5 minutes, 2 minutes. Obviously, if you want to ingest more training data and the training data is like everywhere, it might become a bit more complicated to be able to bring this all together and also making sure that the data is well structured for them to really be and create a benefit of basically building this chat bot. So with this, I hope this was helpful. We created our chatbot. We were successful, very easily, very short, on point. As I said, not all the data there, but some data that shows us that it actually got been trained on the website very quickly. And so you can try it out. You can try out Chatbase. You can try out how it works. I will be moving on now to the next tool to figure out how we can do this by ourselves, or at least trying different tools to see, okay, which tools might be the best one. But for now, this is the video about the Chatbase and how you can build a chat. And then see you the next time.